Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of The Gungeon, guys. In The Gungeon, as always, I'd like to thank everyone for the likes, subscribes, and comments. If you can continue to do that, that would be great. The last video I did was about the price of ammo going up. Well, I did a little research this weekend, and I talked to a couple of people, and I went to a couple of different gun stores on Friday and Saturday, and started talking about ammo prices and different things going on with ammo these days. And then I actually talked to my sales rep for one of my wholesalers that I buy guns from, ammo and everything else. As I told you before, I have my FFL, so I do buy and sell now. Well, anyway, a couple of things that they were actually talking to me about was the price of 5.56 and 9mm. They hear through the industry that, yes, it is going up. Now, how true that is, I don't know. I'm not sure. This is just what I heard. Also, they said price of, which was shocking a little bit to me, but the price of actually hunting ammo is going up. Any kind of 12 gauge, whether it be 3-inch, 2 3/4, whatever have you. I heard it was going up, and somebody kind of told me it was because of the stuff going on in Israel, and that we are trying to supply them with ammunition, so it's going to cut ours, and different little things about that we need it for our military and stuff. Well, I can understand, maybe the 5.56 and the 9mm, but the hunting ammo, 12 gauges, yeah, we use them in the military. Some special forces of ours do use it, but I couldn't see that price going up or becoming scarce at all. So, I'm not sure how true these stories actually are, but anyway, if they are, just keep an eye out, guys, and pay attention to the prices of ammo. So anyway, this weekend, I purchased a firearm that I've actually been looking at now for about 4 months. I don't really know a whole lot about this firearm. I do know they make it in different colors, different kinds. Not really different kinds, but different colors. And, mint green, purple. They make it in the regular, FDE colors. They make it in all kinds of different colors. And, I kind of decided I was going to buy it finally after every time I go to look for it and I do see it, it's either always sold out or it sells out quickly, or you try to buy it online and it's sold out online too, and then they'll get a shipment in. And now I bought this firearm. It was Friday, and today they're sold out, and the price point is great. That's why I think why the firearm is sold out. But I bought this because actually it's funny to me, and I've been wanting to do a couple of things to this firearm when I did purchase it. And finally I decided, because of the price point was so well, which I picked it up for $189.99, plus tax, of course, and, the background check and everything. But anyway, it was a great price point, and I decided I was going to get one. And Ruger also makes this pattern too that I'm getting ready to show you right now in a 9mm, just like this is. Anyway, before I show you that, I picked up something this weekend too at my estate sale that I went to, and this is what they call a hillbilly toothbrush. See that, guys? Just a little fun, kind of little things like I have in my room here. I have all kinds of funny, neat little items that are around my room that I put around my room and around the other parts of my room, just to make people laugh, But anyway, getting back to the firearm. So, I'm going to put on my glasses here because I am kind of old, so you got to kind of have glasses on every now and then. So anyway, here it is, guys. As you can see, and I'm going to show you the name brand right there, SCCY. Now, like I said, this comes in a multitude of different colors, but I picked up this certain pattern because I've been looking at it now, like I said, for about 4 or 5 months, even longer. Might have been actually, and I thought of what I wanted to do to this, and I want you to leave me some comments and see if you think it would be funny for me to do this to it. And I'm considering doing, and I bought the stuff to actually do it, and I just think it would be really, really neat. But like I said before, this print alone usually sells out quickly. When they get them in, they sell out. So I bought this anyway, so let's begin the unboxing of this item here. Anyway, it's made by SCCY Firearms. So let's open it up here, and let's come inside. We got a little bit of paperwork there, so I'm going to put over here to the side. Comes with 2 mags. Actually, comes with, is it 2 mags? Yeah, 2 mags. 10 plus 1. Not bad. Oh, spring's a little tight in there, but you know, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Comes with your normal trigger lock, as you can see. And we'll put that out and we'll leave that there. I don't have my gun mat out, guys. I should have put it out, but I didn't. Comes with your little keys, as you can see. And it comes with an instruction manual. As you can see, the instruction manual comes with it. Let's see if it's written in English. A lot of times here lately, you're not getting everything written in English. You're getting it written in all kinds of other languages. Anyway, let's check it out. Yeah, it actually does pretty good. It actually tells you how to assemble and disassemble and reassemble and clean the gun, and shows you some different things on what to do here that you can see here if you go through it on disassembling and cleaning. And it shows you how to reassemble, and it shows you all the parts and everything. So it's a pretty informative little book here that it comes with. Pretty cool, exactly. And let's see what else it comes with here. Let's see here. This is the warranty information, guys. So it comes with some warranty information that you need to. So we're going to put this aside for a few minutes and put the rest of this stuff aside because we really don't need it right now, but we're going to put it aside and leave it here. Okay, so now I don't want everybody to laugh, but I bought this because of what I want to do to it. And you might think it's funny, and like I said, leave it in the comments for me and tell me what you think, if I should do this or if I shouldn't. Because I personally, I like funny, I like to joke, I like to have a good time. This was a great price point. And like I said, Ruger makes one too with the same pattern. So here we go. We're going to open it up here. Comes in this little styrofoam here that we have here. And here she is, guys. The SCCY the cow print, they call this. You like that? Man, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Gosh, let's check her out here. Easy slide of the mag. Let's put it back in and let's see how easy it does come out in my hand. Ah, nice. I like that. Like that. Nice. Great. Let's see what we have here for the slide. We're checking it just to check. Slide seems a little bit tough right now, and I think just because it needs to be oiled and cleaned, needs to be fired probably a few times, which actually this firearm, guys, I'm really not going to fire. And, you know, like I do most of my videos, I can sit here all day long and you know, do like a lot of the other guys do on their channels where they want to compare firearms. Uh-oh, I knocked down my hillbilly toothbrush. We're going to lay that down on the floor for right now. Anyway, I can do this thing where I can take you to the shooting range and shoot this gun and compare this one and compare that one, but that's not what I'm about. I'm a normal person that I like firearms, and if I see something I like and I want to buy, I'm going to do it. And I'm going to buy it for my personal use, not to sell or anything like that, in which I do purchase firearms for people for that reason. But this kind of stuff like this is for my own personal use. It'll probably go up somewhere on the gun wall here in the near future when I get done doing what I want to do with it. But I buy this because I wanted it. You know, there's also another firearm I'm looking at right now that actually comes in purple and a really bright orange color that I'm thinking about buying. And I'll show you that here soon if I do purchase it. Like I was saying before in my last video, there's a gun show coming up here in Tampa, Florida, the end of this month. I will be going there to see exactly what they have. If not, I'll purchase it from one of my wholesalers. And at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my wholesalers and how good they are. And you can visit their website anytime you'd like. And I'll even give you my sales rep's name, and you can talk to her personally yourself. So anyway, let's get back to the gun. Anyway, it's chambered in 9mm. It's striker fired, so you know it's not bad. Everything doesn't look too bad here. It looks pretty nice. You know, looks pretty neat, as you can see. I don't like to aim a firearm at me, so that's why I'm kind of sideways. But everything doesn't look too bad. I kind of like the print that's on here, the cow print. It's just cool. I just, for some reason, don't ask me why, I just like the cow print that's on here. And like I said, it's chambered in 9mm, and it's got a Roebuck quad lock on it. So, you know, not too bad. A little, like I said, it's a little stiff. Everything is stiff on the firearm right now. And like I said, it could be just because it needs oiling, which it probably does. Maybe if you run a few rounds through it, maybe you might be fine. Trigger pull is probably, let's see, I don't know. I'm probably figuring I have to really measure it. Not too sure. but it's kind of hard, actually. It's not really easy, and there's nothing special about the trigger, actually, whatsoever, you know. It does have some night sights on it. They're in white, as you would imagine it would be because of the pattern of the firearm. But anyway, so, you know, it's not too bad. It's weighing in at about 15, almost 16 ounces, actually, and that's unloaded. Loaded, it probably weighs maybe a little over 16. But anyway, it's got the SCCY logo, as you can see on the, I don't know if you can see it from where you're at, but on the bottom there. And the print just looks neat, this cow print. And it just thinks, I think it would be a really neat, what I'm going to do to it's going to be really neat, let's put it that way. But anyway, it's actually a little bit heavy. It'd be a nice little starting firearm. And there again, I say that it's got the front serrations on it too, which are not bad. A little tight, like I said, a little tight because it needs to be oiled. And it probably needs to have a few rounds run through it, which I don't really know if I'm going to do that or not. This might be a show gun, let's put it that way. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm going to do some upgrades that I want to do to this. And because it was such a great price point, I figured this would be the perfect gun for me to do it with, especially because of the print. The grip, not too bad, not too great. You know, it doesn't feel bad. I actually like because it's got the extended mag on it for my finger, as you can see. I don't like my finger hanging off some of the firearms that like I do have. I'm just not into that. I like to have my finger, my little pinky finger here right on the firearm itself. So I kind of like the idea that it does come with an extended mag, and both, it's actually 2 extended mags actually. So I kind of like the idea of that. The mag release alone is pretty easy, nothing to it. You know, spring, a little tight in here, but not too bad. Anyway, for the price point, it's a great gun for anyone, you know, starting off. You know, it's a 9mm. You can plink with it, but ammo could be a little bit higher than what buying a 22 would be. But anyway, so I'm not a lot for sure, or too much knowledge on this gun, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about it that I read up on it. You know, the slide is stainless steel. The frame, of course, like every frame, it's polymer, like everybody's going to lately. The barrel length is about 3.10, I would say. Yeah, by looking at it, it's probably about 3.10. And like I said, it's a little bit heavy. You know, I will say that the firearm is a little bit heavy. But other than that, you know, it's not too bad. I think if I did take it to the range a few times, guys, and started to fire it, I think it would be pretty neat. It's just, there was a reason why I bought it, you know, and finally I'm just going to get to you and tell you why. So what I want to do with this firearm is I'm going to paint the trigger and the trigger guard and make it look like an udder, like a cow. Tell me if you don't think that would be funny. I've talked to multiple people so far, and they said that would be hilarious. Anyway, I'm going to probably Cerakote it or Duracoat it. I'm going to Duracoat like I said, the trigger guard out here, and I'm going to Duracoat the trigger with an udder color, pink. So like it'd be a cow with nipples. Anyway, but I want to do that, and I talked to a few people on it, and they thought it would be funny to actually do. So here in the future, you're going to see me do that to this gun, and I'm going to show it to you after I finish it. I've ordered this stuff to actually do it in. So now I'm just waiting for it to come in. I don't know when it's going to come in. It's Amazon. It could come in tomorrow, the next day, the following day. They tell me I'm going to get it by this week, but we'll see how that goes. Because in order to do Cerakoting or anything like that, you've got to oven bake them. And so I have to do that too. But I bought some of the equipment and some of the little spray gun and everything to actually, the airbrush gun to actually do this with. But overall, the firearm isn't too bad. You know, it's okay. It's I don't like the idea that it doesn't have any kind of rail at the bottom here for me to put anything on, like a light or anything like that. But you know, it's a plain, you know, it's a 9mm, and don't get me wrong, it's not bad. SCCY comes out with a a lot of nice little firearms and everything, and I'm not downing them whatsoever, because I know people personally that carry these firearms. Some people I know, one person carries it in a pink, somebody else carries it in a purple that I know, and they love it. They use it as a carry weapon all the time. But for me, no, it's not really anything that I would want to carry. But I just think that this cow print is hilarious, and making it look like an udder here on the trigger and on the trigger guard would be just phenomenal looking. I think that it would be just great. And like I said, believe it or not, these firearms in this pattern sell out a lot. This, and actually they make a leopard print one too. They sell out a lot. They can't keep them in the store or even online. And every time I go try to get one, and it just so happened when I went this past Friday, there happened to be one, because everybody knows me in this gun store that I go to. And as soon as I walked up there, they pointed down, and there she was right there. And like I said, for the price point of $189.99, not bad whatsoever. And being, stainless steel slide, and like I said, it's not too bad. It's striker fired, and as you can see inside of there, I don't know if you can see a little bit, but everything doesn't seem to look really bad to me. It's not bad. Like I said, the slide could be a little bit easier to maneuver. I'd like it more like butter, like my 1911s do, or like my SIG B320 and some of the other ones I do have. But it's got front serrations and rear serrations, so it wouldn't be bad at all. But anyway, guys, like I said, there's not really much I want to say about it. It's just this print is just, to me, really cool. And like I said in the beginning, Ruger actually makes one too that's somewhat like this, with the cow print on it too, except it's a little bit of a different design. Price point's a little bit higher, and I wanted to go with something a little bit less because what I plan to do with it. And just in case I messed up on it, it really wasn't gonna go crazy and break the bank. So that's why I wanted to buy it. But anyway, it's like I said, it's 9mm. It's not bad. And this happens to be the DVG1 model. So, and the Roebuck quad lock is on it. So I mean, like I said, it's not too bad at all. Let me see if there's anything else that I can read on it anywhere. No, there's really not too much I can see on it. Let me just see what there might be any other markings that I want to see. Well, of course, we have the serial numbers, we have everything like that on it. I really don't like the idea that it's not ambidextrous, but anyway, that's really not a big problem. What I plan to do with this anyway is not for that, and it's not going to be my everyday carry anyway. Like I said, I might take it, maybe not, to the range once or twice. But anyway, so do me a favor, guys, leave it in the comments and tell me what you think that that I should do with this. Would it be neat if I did Cerakote it that pink color to make it look like an udder, or what should I do? You tell me, what you think. Leave it in the comments for me. Let me know. But this was something that, like I said, I've been wanting now for a few months, and I decided finally when it came in, because every time I've been there before to get it, it's always gone. And funny thing about it is, this firearm and this pattern is purchased by a lot of females. For some reason, they love it. They like it. A lot of people just like it because of this cow print, and there's only 2 manufacturers that do that, unless you decide to gun skin it or something like that, or do the painting yourself. But from what I know, only SCCY and Ruger are the only 2 that actually do this kind of print to the firearm. But anyway, that's what I wanted to show you. It's an unboxing. So like I told you before, there's the firearm. It comes with 2 magazines. Here's the other magazine, as you can see, the trigger lock. You have your key, and I showed you actually came with a really neat little instruction book here, the little manual, and it actually showed you everything that you needed to know about disassembling the gun and reassembling it and cleaning it, and all the little facts and funs that you might need to know about the firearm. It actually did that, which, I've noticed I've bought in some firearms before, and they don't come with all that information, but this one so happened to come with that information. So I got to give them credit on that too. And like I said before, and I always say in my videos, I don't down any firearm manufacturer whatsoever, because one of these days, guys, they might be a sponsor of mine. So I don't want to do that, and that's just not me. You know what I mean? I give everybody a fair chance, and some people might like certain firearms and some people might not like certain firearms, but I'm not one to sit here and say, no, I don't like that one, or no, this isn't a good one. There's other people, guys, that'll do that, and there's other people, like I told you a few minutes ago, that'll take you to the range and fire all over the place, and they'll compare 3 or 4 different guns. Well, you know what? That's great that they do that, and I would love them to keep doing that. And there's a few that I listen to that do that are wonderful, and that's Classic Firearms, Pew Pew, Hitcock 45. There's a few other guys too that I watch and listen to, and they do a great job of doing that. So really, I don't need to do that for you because they do it already. So these are just things that you're going to see that I buy for my personal collection. As you can see, all these are my personal collection. What's around this room is my personal collection. What's in that closet there in those safes are my personal collections. Right now, when I buy something for someone, I don't put it out to show anybody. I kind of keep it inside of that room there, closed until that person clears everything, so that way I can sell them the firearm. Same thing with ammunition. I don't, keep a lot of it out around. I keep it inside of that locked room there where all my other stuff actually goes, except for my personal items that I do keep out where you can see. Anyway, so getting to the end of this video, I'm going to talk to you about I had signed up with Davidson's Wholesale not too long ago. They're the ones I specifically use when I am purchasing firearms, when I'm purchasing ammo, optics. They have suppressors, any kind of miscellaneous stuff. Davidson's is who I use. I use Lipsy's too, and I'll use, certain ones, Palmetto State Armory, people like that. But most of the time I use Davidson's. They got a great, friendly staff. Their website is easy to navigate through. They give great prices. My sales rep is Tammy. She's a wonderful lady. She works from home the weekends, at night, anything. If you have any questions you need to ask her, she will more than happy to answer them for you. Each one of these reps that work for Davidson's, they get allocated firearms, which means you could go on the website, even me actually, as a dealer, can go on the website, and sometimes I don't get to see certain things because they're allocated to those sales reps. And Tammy, my sales rep, she is phenomenal. She will text me every day with something allocated that she might have that, you can't just go on and buy it right now, or if you try to add it to my cart, I can't do it because it's been allocated to her. And each rep every week gets allocated so many firearms. So anyway, they're a great company to deal with. The prices are good. Some people say that they're a little high, but if you sit and check around, you look around at different ones, and like I said, I've named a few now. You got Kentucky Gun Company and everything. I go through a bunch of them every weekend. I visit gun stores every Saturday. Maybe 5 or 6 at a time that I go to visit and see, what's available and what's not. Here lately though, like I said to you, this last video I did, ammo is getting scarce everywhere. So be on the lookout, and if you can get some good prices on ammo, guys, go for it. Grab yourself 500, 1,000 rounds. Me, I kind of like to get at least 500 rounds every time I buy, depending upon what it is. And guys, if you need something, leave it in a comment. I can probably get it for you. Whether it be ammo, whether it be a firearm, whether it be something miscellaneous. I had somebody ask me about getting some 32 special. I did find it for them, and was able to purchase it for them. And also I had asked somebody somebody asked me if they wanted a certain buttstock for an older Winchester firearm they had. He looked all over the place. He looked up north in Pennsylvania, couldn't find it, but I was able to find it here. And found that for him, and he was very happy. So some of the things I can get, some people can't. I do live in Florida. I'm not going to exactly say where I live in Florida because I'm just not going to do that. But I'm sure by my channel you'd be able to find out. But let's put it this way. I live in Florida, in the surrounding Tampa area. Let's put it that way. So, and that's all I'm going to go and say about that. But, hey, I'm more than happy to help anybody I can, anytime I can. If you've got comments or questions you want to ask me about, feel free. But like I said, going back to Davidson's Davidson's, they're a great wholesale company, and I can't go wrong with them whatsoever. And the price points are perfect, especially for dealers. They're great, and they come up with new stuff every week. They just started now receiving all their stuff that they were getting from SHOT Show 24 that happened. They just started slowly trickling it in, and as the weeks go by, they're going to start getting more and more and more. And like I said, I've got a few things now that have been allocated to me that I'm purchasing myself too, and for other people. But again, if you get a chance, go on to Davidson's. You'll love it. And then if you decide to call, ask for a young lady named Tammy. And she's the only one that's named Tammy, and she's a great sales rep. Matter of fact, pretty soon she's going to be coming up with her own YouTube channel. So when you see her on there, please subscribe to her, like and comment on her channel, because she does the same for me, and she tells all her dealers about me too. So, hey, we try to help each other. That's what we do in this business, and we all got to stick together, guys. We all got to stick together. Really, that's all I got to say for today. It was a short, sweet video. I hope you liked my unboxing of my SCCY cow print 9mm. And like I said, I'll show you soon what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to make that an udder looking, so that way it looks like, the bottom half of a cow. So I'm going to do that here soon. I'll show it to you as soon as I get all the stuff in and get it finished. But anyway, guys, thanks for the likes and comments and subscribes. If you can continue to do that, make this old guy happy, and maybe, just maybe, I might be able to get myself a sponsor one of these days. That would be wonderful. Anyway, guys, peace out from the Gungeon. Have a